So I think I first became interested in science when I was a small child, and my grandma used to read me stories about famous scientists, and I had this collection of books about Galileo and Newton and Pasteur and things like this that I used to read, and so I always found kind of the great scientists through history to be inspiring. And growing up, actually, though, I didn't know really any scientists in my community, and I think I met sometime in high school maybe one person ever that had a PhD. So I didn't have a strong connection to it as a reality. I loved reading science books and I'd study it all the time, and I knew that that's something that I loved. And I had a couple of uncles that did a little bit, some work related to that. But it really wasn't until college when I did a summer internship actually at the University of Washington and sort of realized that, hey, wait, this is like a thing that you can actually go and build a career in and do, and it's exciting and fun. And primarily in the early days, mostly interested in physics, I would say. So Richard Feynman was a big hero of mine, as is true for so many of us in science. I loved reading about Einstein. I read Stephen Hawking's books. I read Einstein's short book on relativity for layman, and I read a number of things sort of in that vein. I was very interested in artificial intelligence, during high school years and sort of beyond. And I really liked the quantitative physical sciences. And biology I saw as kind of not quantitative enough. And what really drew me into biology was systems biology, and the notion that that there was this vast frontier of things that we don't understand about our body, and that we can now take all of these sort of sophisticated approaches and try to understand in a quantitative way. And I'd been interested in that. I'd kind of actually been interested in systems biology, really, now that I think about it, really kind of since junior high, but it was like this made-up thing. I'm like, wow, it would be amazing if there was some way you could actually use algorithms and mathematics and computation and really drive medical discoveries and things like that. And so when I first became aware of the discipline of systems biology, which is I really became aware of once I went to grad school and met with Bernard Paulson, I was hooked. I was like, wow, this is what I've always wanted to do all my life, and wow, now it exists, and it was just great. And an ISB I followed since its very founding. I remember in 2000 the press release on it. I read about it. I thought, this is an amazing thing, an amazing place, and I wanted to be a part of it. And now I am, and I'm really glad about it.